Hello friends, welcome to my channel and welcome to another session of US pre-market report. Now what you can see on your screen is the US live future data, and whether you're talking about Dow Jones, S&P and nasdaq, it's down a very little. Okay, and this is just I would say uh, a simple trade which is happening in the market and nothing else to talk about or nothing else to get furious about, that whether the stock will go up or not, or the indices for the time being, because the trend is intact and we are heading for a very higher level in the upcoming sessions. So I do not need to you don't need to think about all these things. Okay, and more so because the kind of result season we have till now, where the big stocks, more specifically the banks, are performing, and we can expect the tech companies to do or to join the company. Or talking about the pharma section, so all of them will probably give you a very good result. So this is just a minor blip which is happening before the market open, and I'm sure that whenever the market opens, it will turn into green and you will see further highs. Now I've been talking about nasdaq quite a bit, because Dow Jones is majorly focused on industrials, whereas the nasdaq is a broad basket, and it is not only about the tech companies or IT companies. It is a whole gamut of stock which is related to different sectors or different industries. So do watch out for nasdaq previous high, which is in between 14,150 and 14,200, because once the nasdaq, I'm talking about the spot level, not the futures level. So once the nasdaq will started moving above its previous high, or to be more specific, the level of 14,200 on the upside, you will see the stock market or the broad market will start performing again, which means what we have seen in the previous months, from September, October till January, February 2021. This is going to happen. Now, why I am saying this, there are some indicators. If you have watched my uh, previous video, yesterday's video, I've talked about that. But anyhow, I'm going to talk about it once again. So, if you are looking at this chart, I have been quite vocal on the chart of dollar index, and it's been on the downside. Okay, so whenever the dollar goes down, obviously it's not only good for the US market but also for the overall market. Now you can see that dollar is moving within the range. Okay, and if you just draw some trend line, okay, so technically it has tested the higher end of the range and it is moving towards the lower end of the range. That's what you can see if you are looking at the chart of dollar index, which is giving the confidence that probably the stock market uptrend is going to continue. Now, as far as levels are concerned, what you need to look at will be 91.36, because this red line is nothing but the 200-day moving average. And once it falls below 91.36, or only if it's fall below 91.36, we have our next target or next support, which will be at 90 bucks. So this is what you can see on the dollar index. And I've been talking about the bond yield, which was a problem if you're talking about last month. Now I've already it's already in my watch list. That's why you can see all the supports and resistance level are ready for you. Now it's been trading in between a range which was 1.59 and 1.73, but right now what we have seen, that a breakdown has happened and it has tested the lows of 1.53. Okay, so here are the lows that it has tested. Now after it tested 1.53, it again go back and retested its previous support, which is now become its resistance 1.53, and again started falling down. So there is a downtrend in the bond yield as well, which means somebody is buying the bond. Okay, so these two factors will definitely propel the market if it continues to do so on the higher side. So this is what you can see on your screen. So overall you will have a good market today once the let the market open. Now as far as the stocks are concerned, so what we are going to do, we are going to check at this stock, okay, which is now open in the pre-market movers, and it's been trading with a gain of 1.59. Baker Hughes company. So let's check this stock. Okay, here we have. Now if you're looking at this stock, it's been moving within the range, right? So although it's moving 1% on the upside, even though it is showing in the pre-market session, but if you're looking at the monthly chart, it is falling down, and the big support will only come at or near 18 bucks. And this is what you actually need to see, because whenever we are looking at the current market and if the stock is going up and it has very good volume, you jumped in, and the next day or next couple of days you will see the stock will move on the downside. So here are the important things to look at. You need to check out the overall trend, and what you can see here, okay, so on the downside you have these two prominent support levels, which could probably be your buying area, which will be in between 15.93 and $18, and it could move up to $26 on the upside. So this is range bound for the time being, and once it moves above and sustain above $18, then only we can have big targets at 30 or above. But this is what you can see as a range bound move for the time being. But anyhow, keep your eyes on the earnings season, because the main traction of this market in the upcoming months will be finance and banks. So this sector, don't miss out on this sector. These are the two most important sector which you need to look at, because you will see lots of bank uh, has just started passing or very near to its previous high, which it has made in the year 2008, before the financial crisis. So these are very important levels that you need to know and look at, and once things start to turn around, they are the ones who will perform in this market. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.